man.
Charlie, I got a question.
It's a lose-lose.
All right. Who's going to win the fight, Jake Paul or Mike Tyson?
Jake Paul.
No. Sure?
Yes.
Tyson.
Okay.
Iron Mike.
Official decision, Charlie.
Iron Mike. You want to bet?
Yes.
That's old guy versus young guy. You're the young guy.
I'm Mike Tyson. You're Jake Paul.
Young and scrappy, right?
So
I remember that Nintendo.
Charlie, why is Jake Paul going to win?
Because maybe his brother's gonna teach him, because he's in the WWE.
His brother's gonna teach him how to cry.
Well, guess what? Logan never cries.
Oh, burn. Mike Tyson doesn't cry.
You remember when Jake Paul knocked out somebody?
He knocked me out for sure, but still, Mike Tyson's got it.
You'll do that to Mike Tyson.
I'm gonna call you, like, as I'm watching.
Well, there you heard it.
I don't know why I'm doing this.
Straight from Charlie, straight from Sean P.
It's on.
Well, it's beautiful outside. It's definitely a great day to be alive. We are heading to Richmond, Virginia to buy a Holy Grail Scrambler. We're going to land in Richmond. I think we're going to Magnolia, so grab your cup of joe and let's go get a killer Jeep. How's your run?
Long.
Long? They always are. It's like the truck.
Very long.
Did the guy have any other CJs at his house where you dropped that
Laredo?
Is that another one?
Yeah.
God, that was a beautiful truck, wasn't it? Black with nutmeg.
Dude, I was in a hurry. I just got it out and bounced.
Come on, Sean P.
I hope I dropped it off the right house.
Me too. If you had another Laredo there, chances are you did.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
So I was just telling Zach, I've been working this deal for 2.5 years.
Really?
Yeah.
What happened?
It just took a long time to A, talk him out of it, and B, get it to the price point I wanted to be at.
Well, all right.
And then I got another one of the, I call this my trifecta.
Okay.
85 Scramblers. So they had a base model, they had a Renegade and a Laredo.
Okay.
They only made 2015 Scramblers in 85. So all three of the ones I have are red.
Okay.
And believe it or not, one of the harder ones to get is the base model one. Actually, it's the most common one, but finding a nice one's tough.
Well, that's the wrong year.
I think that maybe we should go on the front door.
There she is.
How cool is that?
It is base, isn't it?
I think he's got his own alarm system in there. Maybe we should go to the front door.
The garage was open, didn't it? Or was it just me?
No, the garage is open.
Huh.
That's awesome. Well, at least we know it exists.
It's here.
Let's go to the front door.
Somebody's coming out.
Uh-oh. Well, I hope it's okay we came this way.
Yeah, absolutely. No problem at all.
How are you, sir?
Great. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Dennis Collins.
Evan Williams. Nice to meet you.
Sean Pettiford.
How are you?
Zach on the camera.
Right on.
So you're a Jeep guy.
Yeah. From birth.
From birth.
Yeah, this was my granddad's originally. He left it to me when he passed. My dad's got a 79 CJ7. My granddad had a M38A1 back in the day.
Wow.
So
One
my
family
first-
owned from Newt. By looking at it from the picture you sent it to me, it looks like he must have ordered it. Do you know?
I don't know, to be honest with you.
Okay. Because it's
He
oddly,
did order. Later, he ordered pickup trucks when he bought them from the dealership. So he may have ordered this.
Can we look?
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's been on the road recently.
Yeah, I had it inspected when we moved in here. Drove it from the other house here, and hadn't had much time to drive it since.
Where was I, Daddy?
You were still a little girl.
How you doing, ma'am? So I'm assuming the plates don't go with the Jeep, because that would be rad. You see those plates, Dennis?
I'm hoping they do. Yeah, they go on my wall.
I could probably send you with one. We can make a.
I think that'd be a good compromise.
That's nice. Look at that. Sean making deals
There you
happen.
go. Take a look around.
So Evan, we've been working this deal for, is it 2 years now?
I think it was last summer when I first messaged you.
Okay, so a year.
Yeah.
All right.
Took a little bit of convincing to get him ready to let it go.
How are you, man?
So just a year. Good.
Hi,
How
I'm
are
Dennis.
you? Katie.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to
Katie.
meet you. Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, thanks for having us here.
So, Katie, did you twist his arm so you can get your parking spot inside?
That was a big part of it.
I am parked down on the road right now. It will be nice to have a second spot.
Look at that. 2 birds, 1 stone.
Yeah. Nope. We needed some space. Needed a car for a family of 4 too.
So this is 85, and obviously you know quite a bit about this, I would think, but 4-cylinder is the base model mechanical. It's also the base model as far as trim, and then you had Renegade and Laredo at 85. But all the 85s are rare because they were carryovers. They
Yeah.
were generally, if your granddad, to me, I think by looking at this Jeep, he had to have ordered this because the options are really odd.
Really?
Yeah, it's,
Okay.
it's not anything that somebody would have just done. So you got a 4-cylinder base Jeep with power steering, which is great because it makes it drive better, but he's got hard top. He's got high back seats, which the base model Jeeps didn't
Would have had the
get.
low back, yeah.
So you're gonna have 2 cool options. And it's got tilt. And then what's crazy rare for a 4-cylinder is kind of tapping a clock.
Huh.
Which those are only standard in Laredo. Special order on Renegade, and special order on this because a 4-cylinder tack is actually different than a 6-cylinder or an 8-cylinder tack.
So, what does it rev to?
Not very much.
No, not very much.
It's the same tack. It's still $6,000. It doesn't have red lines.
You might get 2 revolutions out of the tires in first gear, and then.
But really cool for options for a base model Jeep, and it's got factory chrome wheels on it, which you could spec on any Jeep, but they were standard on Laredo, and you still had to spec them on a Renegade. To see a base model Jeep with those, very unusual. Were those always on the Jeep?
Yeah, there's so low miles on it. The original tires dry rotted before the tread wore out on them. So when I replaced those,
And you replaced them with the right style.
yeah,
That's really cool.
yeah, we really only used it to hunt and drive around town, pick things up. We never really. I used it back and forth to work for a while.
Owner's manual kit's in it. This is great. The emissions decal's still here. It doesn't look like it's ever really been cleaned,
That's probably true.
which is actually, believe it or not, is good.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Because when we come up on one like this, it's actually all the grease and grime are still on it. It's never been steam cleaned. It's never been dry. So it's never been touched. They generally clean up better because they kind of preserve them,
Sure. Yeah.
especially for this area. In Texas, we're not worried about that, but one coming out of this area, I think this Jeep's going to come out really, really well.
Right on. You guys had a CJ7 recently from Virginia, didn't you?
He just dropped one off.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, the black
The
one.
black one? Yeah.
He dropped that off about 3 hours ago.
Oh wow.
3 hours, 1 hour.
1 hour. Okay, well, I'm sorry. It was in Richmond. Yes. We have Jeep customers all over the country. So, owner's manual kit's in there. You sent me a picture of this, and there was something that I was very, very curious about. I've been doing this basically my whole adult life,
Sure.
since I was a kid. I've never, ever seen this before. So, I had to call some guys that worked at the plant.
You hold it, Daddy.
This is a line sheet that was taped on the windshield. When it went down the line after the Jeep was done, they checked everything on the paint. I've honestly never ever seen one of
Oh,
these.
wow.
So they were supposed to have been pulled off and thrown in the trash because they didn't want people to know if the Jeep had an issue. Now, especially the black Jeeps had tons of issue with paint. So what they did was, these are all the areas where they could have had paint issues, and they would circle it, and when we got to the end, they would correct it. This Jeep made it all the way to the end of the line and had no issues,
Wow.
which is unusual. This is 969, and you know it's this Jeep because it's got the last 6 digits of the VIN right here.
Huh.
So of all the paperwork I've collected since basically 1981, if you will, I've never seen that.
Wow.
That's incredibly cool. And then after I saw the really odd options on this Jeep, which I would have thought some of the stuff was added, that's why I was asking you about the wheels. You had the build sheet is in there, which is crazy cool. So this 2 BL linen, that's the high back black seat, black vinyl with the CJ embossed in the back.
Okay.
So that was an option because this would have had low backs. Or they could have checked and had the high backs with the black denim. Of course, Laredo seats were different. This is also really neat because a lot of times, if you see a base model Jeep, it's got a tack and a clock, somebody added it, which in itself is kind of difficult because the holes are different size. That's more stuff that anybody wants to know. But you can go on here and you can actually look and find, and the box actually shows that it came with a tack. There's your hard top right there. I haven't looked in, there you go, right there. Tack and clock. 354 axle ratio, which is nice. The 1BA again confirms that it's black interior, and the 1 in the A is the black linen. 3B is Sebring red, which is obviously Sebring red. Very rare to see these. They're in the Jeeps, and for some reason they disappear, but these are generally taped under the passenger seat. So your grandfather, the first time that because this one's in incredibly nice shape. If they stay in the Jeep, most of these marks will go away. He must have taken this out when he got it. So he flipped the seat up and pulled it out.
Yeah.
And the fact that that was there is crazy. Somebody on the line must have taken it off and shoved it in the Jeep. So that's something I think a lot of guys in Jeep world have never seen, which is really cool.
Awesome.
And I think, to me, these 85 Scramblers were really treated with kid gloves, if you will, because they were kind of an issue towards the end because these were all carryovers. They weren't supposed to make them. And they were always running out of parts. So it's also why you'll see them with very odd stuff. Like this one's got a swing out tailgate tire carrier on the back because they probably ran out. Well, it actually didn't. They ran out of the roll bar mount spare. They didn't have any more of them. So they had to go back, which is a lot more work, and put a CJ7 carrier on the back, which is what a lot of the 85s have got. It's rare to see a roll bar mounted spare in 85. It's got the drawbar on the back, but this is the original temporary tire. That's crazy. The fact that it had that and chrome wheels. It's neat. And a lot of the 85s like this one are one-off Jeeps. Because
it's all kind of a amalgamation.
Yeah, and also you went in and ordered it, and they kind of, by the way, hey, it's coming down this assembly line. We don't have that. What do you want us to do? So you just kind of, you get what you get and don't throw a fit.
Right.
It's got a dash pad in it, which is...
It's got a 15-gallon can for a center console.
Let's see what size gas tank it's got. Just got a 15-gallon in it. The low miles, too. Well, the miles are in 30s, right?
Yeah, 32.
Floors look really good. All the original build decals are on the inside of the quarter. Doesn't look like it's been monkeyed with or painted on. Has it been painted anywhere?
Not that I'm aware of.
I don't think so either.
Yeah.
I love it when you see this. It's generally a car guy keeps everything together like this. So I think your granddad and obviously y'all both appreciated what you have.
Sure.
So does it run?
The battery's dead.
Okay.
So
that's a definite maybe?
a definite maybe. It ran and drove to get here. And that's
Okay.
been a little while.
Okay.
What's out there?
Every time we needed to get it back up and firing, it hasn't taken
Hadn't been a big
much.
deal.
Yeah, a little
No,
starter fluid
like,
and
yeah,
fire
just
drive.
a
Sean
battery
loves
starter
starter fluid.
Well, I like things that run.
That makes it run, right?
Yeah.
This won't take much. Somebody who knows what they're doing.
Well, I think we happen to have a guy
Yeah, I think we
with
can
us
handle that.
That knows what they're
that
doing.
knows what he's doing.
Well, that's good news.
I love it. I'll take it.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Sir. I'm glad to see where it's going.
So here's the plan for this. I'm just going to let the cat out of the bag. We're going to do another video. I'm going to call it the 85 trifecta.
Okay.
So we'll have your base model. We'll have a Renegade 85, which is crazy rare. And then we have the highest option, what I believe, Scrambler ever built. We've got a red 85 Scrambler that we recently got from an 89-year-old man who ordered it new and checked every single
No way.
box you could possibly check. Wow. So we'll go from base model to Renegade to Laredo, and it'll be really neat. They're all red.
Sweet.
So the fact that there's only 2,015 of these, there's something that a lot of people don't know. And a big percentage of the 85s were exported and the 84s. The export market was much stronger on these than they were here because they used them differently than we did. So generally when they went to the dealership, I have to be tactfully saying this, but if you went to the dealership with your wife and you had a 4-door red CJ7, I'm sorry, you had a 4-seat red CJ7 and a 2-seat Scrambler, and the Scrambler cost 20% more, guess what you went home in?
The 4-seater.
Well, I mean, it makes sense. They're smarter than we are.
Yeah.
So the Scramblers were a tough sell.
Yeah.
And now
That's
they're...
what made it tough for us to keep too, right? Is the
Yeah,
2-seat
yeah,
versus
we
the
have
4-seat.
kids.
We've got 2
Right.
kids. It's not a
even
family
now,
car.
so even now, it's
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
Which is why I went from the 2-door Wrangler to the 4-door Wrangler.
There you go. See, actually, that's why there is a 4-door Wrangler
Yeah.
now.
I had a 95 Sahara YJ hardtop automatic.
a great Jeep.
Yeah, I love that thing.
Oh, Max special ordered that too.
My dad gave me a bunch of crap for it because they had the square headlights, and for so long we were CJ round headlight people.
You know, I don't mind them.
I don't either. No.
So what you need to remind them is the CJ10s were square headlights.
Yeah.
So,
Those things are
that's
wild looking too.
They are wild looking and rare,
Yeah.
but that'll shut them down. There's just you don't see very many of them. What do you think, Sean P? Down the hill, round the corner, in the trailer?
And away we go.
You want to try to get it running?
Yeah.
Me too.
Let me shake the tank, make sure the fuel's good.
Okay. Love it.
Oh, that's all.
Well, thanks for dealing with me for so long on this and
course.
for giving me the chance at it.
No, you were the first thought that came to mind when I was looking to sell it, because the thought of being able to see the progress that'll be made on it, and not just selling to somebody who would take it and do.
Well, this doesn't
Whatever
need to be
with it.
restored, but it needs we'll put, and this is actually a lot of hours, restoration wise, but just servicing, detailing, cleaning, chassis, steam cleaning, dry
Yeah.
ice, everything we do to this, we'll put well over 100 hours in this.
And it'll look
It'll look fantastic.
fantastic. I know.
And this is what I hoped it was going to be. This Jeep is going to polish out. Don't you think, Sean?
It'll definitely buff out.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
that's what we want.
I mean, it has been garage kept and or covered for most of the.
All of it.
Yeah.
I know that. Yeah.
The other cool thing is your second generation.
Yeah.
Y'all know everything about it.
Whole story.
No doubts.
Pretty cool.
All right, let's try to get it running.
You have jumper cables?
Right behind you on the couch there.
Boom.
Do that.
Now let me take a picture.
You got it, Sean P?
Think so. You want to hop in and give it a shot? Sure. See if we smell some gas.
I'm
If not, we
scared.
gotta go get some starter fluid.
My tolerance level is pretty high. It's unusual for us to have one of the inspection stickers within the last 20 years. Got no clutch, Sean P.
That's not good. I want positive stuff, not negative. Hold on, Dennis.
It's also rare for us to buy something that does run, so the fact that it doesn't run doesn't bother me. So it's a hydraulic clutch on these 4 cylinders instead of mechanical, and it's dead. It doesn't bother me. We buy them dead or alive, right, Sean? I guarantee we can get it running at the shop.
Mostly dead, it seems like.
Yeah, that's right. So if you guys are out there treasure hunting and walk up to a Jeep Scrambler somewhere and want to know how it's an 85, you can always go to the 10th digit of the VIN. But it's a 17-digit VIN, which they all started in 1981. So if you go to the 10th digit on here, it's going to be an F. 1980 is an A, so that tells you it's an 85.
Okay.
If you forgot that, you can always go when it's a U.S. delivered vehicle and go to the emissions decal, and it'll tell you what the year is. It's right here.
You know your ABCs, I guess.
There you go. 1985. Yes, if you don't know your ABCs, you can always look at the emissions decal. If the emissions decal is missing, you can go one other level. You can go to the inside the driver's door.
Okay.
Excuse me, Zach.
Is the thing inside the tub?
Right here inside the tub. It's going to have your catalyst decal, which is going to tell you the year, and your build date, which a lot of times it's hard to read. That also says 1985. So, don't get excited you found an 85 till you proved it. 72 degrees and raining, but it's a great day. It's a cool find. There's a lot of other telltale signs you can tell on the outside of it that it's a base model Jeep. I'll go over those in a little bit. But looking forward to showing you our trifecta video. We've also been talking about doing a start to finish cleanup on these CJs because Zach's going to be on a hiatus for a while because he's having triplets. And while we're doing that, we're going to take the black Renegade that we found from Rambo and this one, and we're going to do a start to finish cleanup. So look forward to that. Here's my plan. Since it has no clutch, it's not running. We've got a pretty good hill here. I'm going to come down, hang a right. Sean's going to have the gate down on the trailer. Even though we've got a hill going there, if I got enough speed and enough coordination, I'm a good enough driver, I'm going to just try to drive right in the trailer. See what happens. What could possibly happen? That's going to go on the wall. That might even go on the coffee walk room. Thank you for that.
Hey, yeah, for sure.
That's incredibly cool. That shows for sure that you were a Jeep lover and your grandfather was, to have that license plate. Y'all knew what you had.
Yep.
That's for sure. I'll guarantee they knew what they had. Well, I think Sean thinks I'm a better driver than maybe I am. I think I'm a pretty good driver, but I don't even know that a professional can make that turn and get in there. So I asked her for another 8 feet. Well, it's not very much. Maybe I need 14 feet. I've got to take this right and hit that straight on. I don't think there's enough room. Going relatively fast because it doesn't run. It's close. That'd be a really tight turn. And we don't go too far because then I'm going uphill. So I'm trying to calculate how fast it needs to be going. I think I'm going to be going like 15 miles an hour, maybe faster. So the goal is to get in there without having to use the winch. Of course, we could use the winch, but that wouldn't be any fun. We'll just start at the top, come all the way down, drive right in. It's gonna be fun.
The roll's a lot easier when it's not here.
I was just testing it.
Is this where I run Forest One?
Geronimo! I tried, Sean. I really thought we could get all the way in there. I didn't touch the brakes, it's just all it had.
Here's Mary Poppins' umbrella.
You broke it.
Well, that wasn't as exciting as I thought it'd be.
Dennis
It's
ran
about to
it
fall
over
off
the
a cliff. Almost made it.
So close.
Why did it hit the brakes? It's all it had. Well, at least Sean's inside the trailer. He's not getting wet now. We did accomplish that, Sean. You're not getting wet.
Yeah.
One last question for both of y'all, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, sure. Your favorite local restaurant to eat at? And we're at Midlothian, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
O'Toole's is pretty close by. It's
Tools is super
Irish pub.
close. Big menu. Good
I like
drinks.
Irish. My name's Dennis Fitzpatrick Collins.
yeah, right up your alley, man.
Tools is right up the street. It's casual. They've got like, I think Tuesday is burger night too, and they've got like huge real burgers.
Well, Tools it is. We're going to be there in 30 minutes. If you want to join us, that's where we'll be.
Perfect.
We'll be more than
Sounds
happy
great.
to buy. Yep. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thanks for being such a
thank
good caretaker
you.
there. It's
Hey.
awesome to meet a family that
Thanks so
appreciated what they
much.
had from new.
Yeah,
Your granddad knew what he had. It's cool.
it is cool.
And we're going to make it cooler.
Can't wait to see it.
Or as cool as it was when he got it. How's
Yeah,
that?
for sure.
And it's called Tools or O'Tools?
Tools.
We're going to O'Tools.
You want to do that too?
Shut him up. So hang on, Sean. You got a French dip at an Irish restaurant.
It's good though.
It looks like it's special because it's O'Toole's.
You know
Got a
what?
star on it.
We're going to go get a French car in the next 2 weeks.
What?
So there you go. I'm glad you ordered that. I got the bangers and mash and the shepherd's pie because your French dip is not Irish. These both are, but I'll share with you.
Oh.
Okay?
So what's the French car we're getting?
Can't tell you.
Stay tuned.
Not very many.
I know. I don't know what the heck they make in France. Fries.
Meatballs.
Yeah, just
All right, we got
throw it right in the
meatballs.
Some room here.
Oh, I got
You just gotta stick everything in the middle.
No, we're
Sweet. Yours is coming too, girl. These are the appetizers.
All right, so I've never seen an Irish egg roll.
Oh, they're huge.
Do you know what's in it?
I do not
I
actually.
have no idea.
They're Reuben egg rolls, I think.
Wow. Looks like corned beef and cabbage.
Yeah.
All right, corned beef and cabbage.
Is there
That makes
anything
sense.
else, we could get for you?
Oh, well, we have ketchup. That's always a staple.
Yes.
Ranch and marinara.
Fried pickles.
Oh man.
Fried pickles are coming.
Put your fingers right there for you guys.
And the jalapeno poppers. As for what's in the egg roll, it's going to be the contents of a Reuben sandwich packed into that egg roll. That's going to be some sweet red chili sauce right there. Absolute banger. That is a must pan right there. That's going to be your favorite thing right there.
That guy's Irish for sure. He knew what was in it, and he said banger in his description.
There you go.
All right, Katie, you said you like Reuben, so you're first.
Oh my gosh, am I digging in? That's a lot.
Can you?
Yeah, for sure. Why not?
Okay.
Evan and I will share one.
Yes, finally I have the crab dip over here for you all as well. And then I can slide that. Thank you, sir.
Crab dip.
Right there.
Okay.
And do the
Here, Charlie.
dip
You
too.
should set those right there, buddy. All right.
Charlie, you want a jalapeno popper?
Go for it. I'm good.
You want a chicken tender?
Oh, a chicken tender.
There you go.
One, Georgie?
Chicken tenders are huge.
There you go.
They're
Yes,
really
ma'am.
the size of,
Going right there.
You go, baby girl.
they're almost the size of my hand.
Let's see this egg roll.
I agree.
Yeah, give it a dunk.
Irish egg roll for sure.
Do that.
So
I've never
sauerkraut.
For it. Yep.
Something new for me, Sean P.
I like
too.
a
I'm
lot of
Irish.
ketchup.
Me too.
I like ketchup.
Oh, they're steaming.
Wow, it's like a whole meal. He's gonna say it's hot.
Yours is hot too.
Such a weenie.
He is very consistent. That is awesome.
I'm sorry, Lord.
It is hot.
Please.
That's worth it 2 bites. Katie and Evan said the meatballs are fantastic. Egg rolls, not what I expected in a Irish pub. They're great. We use my thumb. Everybody watch out.
In a knife situation.
Thank you. Look
Teamwork.
at that. Teamwork right there.
Mama, I don't know you tried the meatballs. You tried the meatballs?
Charlie, you want a meatball?
Georgia, do you want to try a meatball?
Don't you like to say meatball though? Like one of your friends being goofy, you call it a meatball?
I would like a, I only like
Meatball.
I gotta eat meatballs.
Gotta eat no meatballs and no sauce.
That's a good meatball.
I was surprised at the Irish restaurant.
Oh, that's me.
How it's a jug like that.
We have ran out of room.
I'll take it.
Let's see.
Shepherd's pie.
I can take that plate if we're done.
Well, there's a meatball left. Somebody's got to eat
A
that.
whole snag that for us. How's that?
Outstanding.
Daddy's cooking.
Yeah, but chicken club.
Beautifully Irish right there.
Georgia May. You're gonna put your hair right in your food, baby.
Yeah, there's your sandwich, sweet girl. Can I trade you those? Awesome, thank you.
When in Rome, what do you order, Sean? Something
dip.
from France? You gotta try that, Sean P.
Alright, for sure.
Fingers and mash.
Is there anything else I can get for y'all?
Tender beef, vegetables,
I am still
Mashed potatoes on
missing
top.
the Reuben, and then that's it.
cheese, shepherd's pie.
Also my Irish dip.
Nobody's got some nachos. I thought you were kidding. All right, let's try the bangers real quick. Bangers and mash. Beautiful.
Have your Reuben shoestring fries.
Sausage, mashed potatoes, brown gravy.
All right.
This will cure all your ailments.
The hot.
You can see the steam going out of that.
That's awesome. All right, Evan and Katie, thank you for the suggestion. This is fantastic.
Awesome, glad you enjoy it.
Let's eat.
Woohoo!
Irish dip.
No, he had the French dip.
Irish dip.
So the bangers and mash and the shepherd pie were on point. Don't let the shopping center vibe fool you. The food was fantastic. Charlie, where are you going? There he is right there. How was yours?
Good.
Outstanding. Where are you going now?
Dairy Queen.
Dairy Queen! Where are we going, Sean?
Oh,
No, we're not. We're going somewhere else south of here in
stay
Virginia.
tuned.
Here we go. I can just tell this car's brutal. I don't know if we got enough room to test drive this. Love the sound. You can handle this sound? It's brutal. Listen to that. Wow.
As always, please
Like, tag, share, and follow, and most importantly, subscribe to our YouTube channel. See you next week.